Very well done.
Don't talk with food in your mouth, honey.
Shelley, her 2 children, and new boyfriend Roger are enjoying an afternoon out in the Arizona desert.
My kids both have been raised in the outdoors. Tiffany was attending school, and Michaela had just started kindergarten.
Where did you learn?
Didn't know I was a dancer, did you?
This is an extra special trip. Shelley's boyfriend Roger has just moved in and wants to make sure everything runs smoothly.
What helped the relationship is because the girls really liked Roger.
Get the fish up.
He was always very, very kind to me.
Hang on, let me get you a
Okay,
nap.
rub it.
Tiffany, at 9 years old, was always reaching for a father figure.
It was like, okay, I guess we're gonna try to make this work because the kids really like you. You seem like a good dad.
There you go. More. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, that's it. Rub it.
The girls are my life, and they have always been my life. And I would do anything for them.
It's a good break to get out in the desert, and it's close enough. And you can grab a couple packs of hot dogs and some buns, and we're good to go.
The family have driven from their home 40 miles away.
Okay.
For Roger, it's new territory. But Shelley has been coming to this area since she was a child.
Coming from a family that didn't have a lot of money, the entertainment that we would do as a family is go out in the desert.
The Arizona desert is a vast wilderness, covering 120,000 square miles. It's known as one of the world's harshest environments. But for Shelley and the kids, aged 9 and 5, it's a perfect place to take part in one of their favorite activities.
It's always fun. Every time we go out, it's fun.
Shelley is curious to know how her new boyfriend will get on.
Roger was the kind of guy that worked in an office, in air conditioning. And if things needed done at his house, he would have somebody come over and do it.
Pull. That's my first try.
We were just having a good time. Everything was great.
The day's gone well, but by 4 o'clock, Shelley wants to make sure they get home before dark. At night, the desert becomes a sinister place.
You don't know who you're gonna run into. There's a lot of illegal trafficking.
Shelley's worried about dangers from the nearby Mexican border. Violent gangs patrol the area, threatening anyone in their way.
They'll try to run you off the road, or they'll just run right into you.
But the dangers of the night are far from everyone's mind as they make the 1-hour trip back home.
And the kids are talking, we're laughing and giggling.
Shelley's made the journey many times before.
Shelley knew that desert better than most anybody else that I know. I, on the other hand, I'm from New Jersey.
Today, the family had their picnic somewhere new. Though Shelley knows the desert well, half an hour into their journey home, the landscape looks unfamiliar.
I could tell with the weed growth that it wasn't a well-used path. And I remember this road should be well-used.
Even though she's losing her bearings, Shelley hopes she'll pick up the trail.
But I thought, well, we'll just go up this road, see if it leads to a main road that I'm used to.
But the road becomes more uneven, and it seems they're going further off the beaten track.
We went along till I came to a dry riverbed.
Take a look.
And the sides of it were pretty steep.
I don't think we can make it.
Being in a two-wheel drive truck, your only traction is your back tires.
I says, oh, I'll drive. I'll get us through there.
We'll be out of here in no time.
Hoping he can save the day, Roger takes over.
bumper got hung up on the downside, leaving the rear wheels off the ground spinning like this.
The family truck is ill-equipped for this type of terrain and is now totally stuck in the sand.
Girls, get out.
Roger has a plan to get them out of trouble.
We gotta get some sticks and stones, put them under that wheel, and maybe we'll get some traction and get out of here.
I didn't really know what was going on at first. I figured they can get it out.
Okay.
We tried putting more rocks up under the wheels because, keep in mind, the wheels were this high off the ground because the truck was sitting like this.
We didn't have shovels, of course. We're just going out to go shooting, right?
No, stop. It's just smoking. It's gonna catch fire.
No matter what we did, we just couldn't get enough weight on those wheels.
Okay, I'll call for help.
The cell phone that we had, the battery was dead. There was no charger in the truck. I should have just stuck to my decision and says, no, we're gonna turn around here. We're not even gonna try this.
I'd gotten an earful more in that first hour than most people would generally get in a year of being newlyweds.
I'm sorry.
We had enough provisions on that particular day for one day.
With the vehicle stuck and with no way of contacting anyone, Roger knows there's only one option.
We're gonna have to stay the night.
Shelley knows just how dire their situation has become.
From the time the sun sets to the time that sun rises is very dangerous.
I only had one thing on my mind, and that was to get my girls out of that desert.
I don't really remember anybody falling asleep that night.
Armed with their skeet shooting gun, Shelley and Roger stay awake in the fear of lawless gangs of human smugglers from the Mexican border.
Them themselves have no regard for human life, and it don't even matter who it is.
It was just praying to God that the girls would be all right and they wouldn't get hurt or worse.
Relieved when the morning arrives without incident, everyone tackles the day with renewed energy.
We're encouraged, we're kind of energized to say, by gosh, we can do this.
We really thought daylight would help us so that we could see exactly what kind of situation we were in.
With the truck still stuck fast, Roger knows he's got to come up with something to get his new family home to safety.
Why don't you go play with Tiffany for a moment?
My brain started saying, Roger, you better think of something.
There was that truck we passed a while back. It may have a jack.
There was a Bronco that we had passed. The rims were gone. So we decided, well, let's at least try to get to that Bronco, see if it's got a jack in it, and then we can get started again.
It's going to be a 4-mile hike back to the Bronco. And with only 2 small bottles of water, they risk serious dehydration in the ferocious heat.
Are you sure?
I know you're told to stay with the vehicle, and I'm thinking the vehicle has AC. But if we sit there at the vehicle, we're going to be there for days. That road's untraveled.
Even at 7 in the morning, the sun is wearing them down.
We knew it was going to be hot, real hot. Not what most people in civilized countries are used to. Not your 85, 90 degrees. Try between 115 and 118 degrees.
It's particularly tough on the kids. Their lower body weight means they get dehydrated quicker.
Oh, honey.
Oh, every 20 feet, everybody's sipping water, and I'm noticing that there's only one small sports drink bottle left.
Hey, take it easy, Tiff. We gotta make it last.
Tiffany, was already done had enough. And I says, well, let's just get to the Bronco. We'll find the jack and we'll get out of here.
Here goes. We're headed.
The combination of extreme heat and having to stop for the kids means it takes them 5 hours to walk just 4 miles to the Bronco.
Okay? You just have a nice long rest. Roger will find the tool.
We started going through everything. Lifting everything up, thinking there's got to be jack in here.
Damn it!
Anything?
Nope.
When there wasn't a jack, I think everybody was like, what are we gonna do?
Roger, Shelley, and the 2 girls are now in serious trouble.
How much water do we have?
We had like 3 inches of water in that Gatorade bottle.
With almost no water, Roger knows if he's to get his new family out of trouble, he needs to take drastic action.
You stay with them, and I'll go get help.
Y'all need to stay in the shade and just count on the fact that I'm gonna get back here, because I knew I could make a lot quicker time by myself.
It was the right decision.
I'm gonna go get us some help, and
Leaving is hard,
before you know it, I promise.
but they're miles from civilization, and he fears the kids won't be able to keep going.
I love you girls.
Probably the toughest thing that I've ever done in my whole life.
I'll be back before you know it. All right?
Give everybody a kiss, and I started on a slow jog, actually.
He was feeling very guilty. I mean, when he walked away from us, he almost was running. And I'm thinking, you can't do this in the heat.
Roger's best chance of help is to find a main road, but he has no idea where he's going. And after just half an hour, he's feeling the effects of the 118-degree heat.
It was not so bad at first, but boy, then you realize that you'd better not be breathing through your mouth anymore, because with every breath of that hot air that you're taking in, you're losing that much moisture in your mouth.
Roger has been following the only path in the vast wilderness of the desert. Now, as he stumbles to a junction, he's faced with a choice. One way leads out, the other takes him deeper into the desert.
There's not much tire tracks. I'm thinking to myself, this definitely is not the way out.
Roger chooses the path with more tracks. With Shelley and the girls depending on him, he can only pray he's made the right decision.
You think about your family. You can't give up.
At last, Roger's determination seems to have paid off.
I saw a vehicle coming right towards me. I knew that at that time of day, that was not going to be a human smuggler. I knew that. I thought everything was going to be okay then.
Finally, Roger thinks he's found the help that's going to save his family.
Thank God. I'm thirsty. My girls need help.
I hardly talk because there's no moisture, and I'm saying I need help.
Please. Agua. Agua.
What was that, amigo?
The girls are...
I think we got ourselves a genuine legal.
No.
Ain't that right, amigo?
No. Please, I'm thirsty. Thirsty.
Thirsty?
Yes.
You want a drink?
Please.
Oh, here we go. See you later, amigo!
Roger's appearance has changed so drastically that he's mistaken for an illegal immigrant.
The most helpless feeling a person could ever have in their life. And I'm like, what else? What else could happen? I knew that Shelley and those kids were running on empty out there.
Now well into their third day, the girls' chances of surviving get less with every step they take.
I kept thinking, I wonder if Roger's made it. Has he passed on? Do I need to keep walking?
Mama, I can't go on no more.
After 2 days without water, the effects of dehydration are causing the children's small bodies to shut down.
Mama, just shoot me. Please shoot me, Mama.
I really didn't want to live anymore because it was painful.
Honey.
As soon as she said that, I mean, my heart just sunk.
Come on, my sweetie. We'll do it together. Just one foot after another, okay, honey?
She just keep pushing us forward.
I knew I had to keep going. I can't lose these kids. I brought them here on Earth. I can't give up.
It's taken Roger 2 days to walk just 13 miles in the suffocating heat. Now he's losing his own battle for survival.
I didn't have anything left in my tank mentally, I think, at that point. I couldn't feel any pain or anything anymore. Everything was just starting to get like a hot numbness.
As Roger gives up all hope, yet again he sees something on the horizon.
That truck came right up the same exact path that the prior one had come, right at me.
Roger?
He'd recognize me because he's calling me by my first name right away.
Against all odds, the driver knows Roger.
And I realized that he's one of my customers from work. It was pretty cool. But very emotional.
Roger is safe. But a few miles away, the girls can't go on anymore. With no shade, all that Shelley can do is bury her kids in the sand to cool them down.
I crawled to her on my stomach, and I'm so weak, and I just start putting dirt on her, and I could never get her covered. She's crying for help, and I can't help her.
It's a last desperate attempt to protect them from the heat. But deep down, Shelley knows it's too late.
Between the cries out for help and the wanting to be dead, you never will forget.
When the rescue services arrive, there's still only one thing on Roger's mind.
Sir? The girls and their mother.
He says, we're gonna take you to the hospital. I said, your ass, you're taking me to a damn hospital. I said, I'm getting my family.
They're out there. We gotta
girls,
save
sir?
them. The girls. I can show you where they are. Girls. We gotta find them. Can't you go any faster?
They drive for hours, but there's no sign of Shelley and the girls in the vast wilderness.
I thought their chances were, at that point, probably 50-50 at the best.
Out of nowhere, there's the sound of a car.
Did you hear that?
And I start crawling on my hands and knees.
Please, 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 where?
With as dry of a mouth as I have, you're dehydrated, you're weak, and yelling for all you're worth.
Please, where?
Well, they kept on going. They never looked in the rearview mirror. I was just so dehydrated, I could barely move myself. I didn't cover myself. I just laid there on the dirt.
They're definitely looking for us. And they're gonna come back. We just gotta hang in there.
And there was silence. It's like the bell has rung. This is your last day.
Roger's beginning to lose hope that he'll find the girls alive.
Is this all right?
I didn't know anymore if it was gonna be a rescue situation, and pray like heck that it's not gonna be a recovery situation.
There, that could be them.
At last, the smoke of a fire gives Roger hope that the girls may still be alive.
There, that's their footprints. I recognize them.
Clear as day, I could tell that they were from the girls because Tiffany and Michaela were wearing these sandals that had little circles for the tread. So now I'm really encouraged.
A full rescue team is mobilized, but they're almost out of time. Shelley can do nothing except watch her children die.
And watching them dehydrate, that's memories, that's images that you never forget.
Just as she's given up all hope, she hears a vehicle.
So I came up, and that's when I seen that it was the ranger.
We got help!
So it was right there on the cusp of life and death when we actually did get the help. It was like having the weight of the world taken off your shoulders. Because I didn't have to fight no more.
Oh, my girls. I gotta get them. My girls.
But the family's ordeal is far from over.
Michaela? Michaela!
It freaked me out.
Mama! Mama! Mama!
I ran up the hill. I had no energy, but I ran up the hill.
Mama! Mama, she's not moving!
I thought, well, in the midst of trying to find somebody to help us, she'd passed away. You go from so excited, we're saved, and then thinking, I didn't do it in time. They kept trying to wake her up. They could not wake her at all.
The trauma has been too much for 5-year-old Michaela, and her kidneys have stopped working.
Not something that you want to see your kids go through, let alone be the cause of.
They had the chaplain come in and pray with us, and I'm thinking, the only time I've ever heard a chaplain coming in, somebody's in the hospital, is when you're gonna lose that person.
I didn't want to lose my sister. She's very important to me.
I woke up and I looked down at my arm and I had an IV in my arm. And I remember looking to the side of me and seeing my mom. I was so happy that everybody was alive.
They say a human can only last out in that desert 8 hours without water. Now, we lasted a lot longer than that. And a lot of that comes from my love for them. And the pure drive to survive.
Michaela left hospital after a week and made a full recovery. Roger and Shelley got married a year later and are still together. Skipper Steve Conway and the crew of the Cynthia Woods are preparing to set sail on an epic boat race.
Hey, where do you want me to put this food?
Behind the stove.
Steve is a vastly experienced sailor. A Coast Guard commander for 21 years, he has a lifelong love of the ocean.
Ross?
Yeah.
You got that halyard connected?
Yeah, it's all done.
When people get around the ocean, one or two things happen. They either fall in love with the ocean or they fall out of love with the ocean. And I can't really explain why it happens, but for a number of us who go out on the water, there's just an affinity, a feel for it that's like nothing else.
Where do you want the clothes?
Down in the drawers.
Steve's young crew today is a team of students from Texas A&M University.
Make sure that everything's secured.
I was real confident of the boat, and the crew were experienced young men who'd been sailing for a number of years, and it was looking to be a really great race.
Hey, Steve!
Hey. Is that it?
Yeah, we're getting there.
His right-hand man on board is a young sailor he's known for 3 years, 22-year-old Travis Wright.
I'd been sailing with Steve for 3 years at that point. An excellent sailor and a very safe person, but very experienced and definitely the leading presence on the boat. He was definitely fully in command.
As Steve bids his wife goodbye, he's all too aware of the responsibility he has for his young crew.
All right, Travis, can you do the stern line?
I was designated skipper of the vessel, and as such, the skipper is ultimately responsible for everything. It's not a responsibility that you take lightly, and it's not a responsibility you can walk away from.
For over 3 months, the crew have trained together in preparation for the 630-mile race from Galveston, Texas to Veracruz, Mexico.
Almost there, a little bit more.
The feel of the wind and the sound of the wind through the rigging and the feel of the boat in the waves is just almost addictive.
They sail 6 miles out of the harbor, and Boat Safety Officer Roger Stone counts them down to the start of the race.
What time is it now, Roger? Okay, 20 seconds, 20 seconds. 20 seconds, gentlemen. 20 seconds.
Roger was a very experienced sailor, very experienced racer, a really great coach. Just a great way of explaining to the young men and women what to do and how to do it.
We're coming up to the line. Getting ready. 10 seconds. 10 seconds, guys. 4, 3, 2. Yeah, we go. Here we go. All right.
They soon break away from the other boats and head out into the high seas of the Mexican Gulf.
Just keep it pointed 180 degrees due south.
Steve Guy is the least experienced sailor on board and is relishing the chance to take part in a big ocean race.
Travis was sitting next to me, showing me kind of how to do things, and
Doing good.
I felt pretty good. You know, I'm in control of this boat, and it's just kind of a power rush because you're like, here I am on the open ocean doing what I love to do.
Enjoying yourself, Steve?
Oh, yeah. Everyone was ready to go, but you could also tell we were also in that competitive mood of we're wanting to do this right.
Here's a way to see how fast we're going. See? Adjust the sail and see how we go faster.
Okay.
As the race gets underway, the crew are in high spirits and excited by the challenge ahead.
Doing good.
Yeah.
For over 6 hours, the Cynthia Woods make superb progress.
Everything was going great. The sun set, the moon was up, and I realized about 2 hours into the watch that I hadn't even got wet yet. And the first wave hadn't even splashed over and splashed me, which was unheard of, to be out that long and not get splashed and get wet. So it was just an absolute beautiful night.
Hey, Joe. Yeah? You want to do the topping lift a bit tighter? Okay.
As dusk falls on their first night at sea, 2 of the young students rig the sails for the night's racing.
Ross, you're going to have to wake him soon.
Yeah, okay.
Below deck, Travis, Roger, and Steve Guy try to get some sleep before taking over for the night watch.
It wasn't my time to go on deck yet. I just decided, okay, I'll get up, I'll get something to eat, I'll go, shoot the breeze with the guys on deck and see what's up and start getting settled in. That's when it all started going downhill.
Finding water inside the cabin is not unusual, but Travis instinctively suspects something is badly wrong.
I opened up the floorboard, and it just came pouring in.
Roger! Roger! We got water! We're taking on water! Hey, Steve! Steve!
What's going on? We're taking on water! Start the engine!
It's every sailor's worst nightmare. The boat's hull has a serious leak. Due to a previous incident, the keel, the huge balancing weight at the bottom of the boat, has cracked along its mount.
Joe, get ready to douse the sails. Okay.
Skipper Steve knows that they're in terrible trouble, and they must drop the sails to slow down. But before the guys can get the sails down,
The keel of the vessel parted completely, came off, and the boat went instantly into the water.
The boat just laid over into the water, just completely horizontal.
All of a sudden, the lights go out. The engine shuts off.
What happened? I don't know.
up on deck, Skipper Steve is clinging to the capsized boat.
I was hanging underneath the boat because it wasn't still up out of the water at that point, thinking it was time to go.
A boat's going down! Everybody off! Unclip yourselves!
In just a matter of seconds, the boat has completely overturned. Steve and the two students on deck escaped the sinking boat.
Oh, guys. Hey, did you see anybody? No.
But Roger, Travis, and Steve Guy are trapped inside. And seawater is flooding in.
I'm not dying in here!
Yeah, I screamed it, I'm not dying in here. This is not where I'm gonna die.
Unless they can find a way out of the cabin, they are just seconds from being dragged to the bottom of the ocean.
Emotion's telling you at that point, you're screwed. I mean, there is no way out of a situation like this.
The water level is rising rapidly. Unless they can get out, they're just seconds from being dragged down with the sinking boat.
How do we get out of here? Through the hatch!
Their only escape route is a tiny hatch, but a powerful wall of seawater is pouring through it.
Are you kidding? Come on, it's the only way!
I'm sitting there thinking to myself, how am I gonna swim through here? I don't even think an Olympic swimmer could actually get through this with all the water rushing through.
Let me try. Let me try. I can't do it! I can't do it!
We couldn't even hope to match the flow. I was hoping to grab the sides of it and force my way out, but the first time I tried that, it blew me right back.
Steve Conway can do nothing but wait for the three men to emerge.
I didn't really know what was going on down below, but my biggest concern was that Roger, Steve Guy, and Travis weren't able to get out of the vessel and drown.
Gotta get out of here, man. What are we gonna do?
I was terrified beyond belief. I don't even want to see what my face looked like at that point.
Take a deep breath. Go for it. I'll push you through. It's your only chance.
As I was trying to go down the second time, Roger grabbed my legs and pushed.
Travis! Over here! Hey, Travis! Travis! What about Travis? got you. I got you. All right. Okay. Did you see Steve? Yeah, he's behind me. You're next. Go for it.
What about you?
I'll follow. Come on. Do it now. Steve! 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 Come here! Come here! Come on. Go and do it. I got it. I got it. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Hey. We got you.
5 of the 6 crew are now out of the boat, but there is still 1 man missing. They wait. But Roger Stone fails to appear.
Nobody knew what happened to Roger. Nobody had seen him come out the other side. We didn't know if Roger was in the boat or if Roger was floating off in a different direction.
Should we go back and get him? What do you think, Steve? No.
I would have never let anybody go back in. In the situation we're in with all the lines out and underwater, there was no real chance that somebody would be able to dive underneath, get in there.
I could have gone inside the boat with absolutely no lighting whatsoever, felt my way around and never found him, even if he was in there, because there's too many nooks and crannies in that place. And I would have had to do it all on 1 breath of air.
He's an experienced yachtsman. He'll be fine. Yeah. He'll stay with the boat.
The crew now have to focus on their own survival. Steve Guy has escaped the boat with no life jacket.
Travis! Travis! Go to the boat! Okay! Hit the ring! We'll go! Okay.
Skipper Steve sends the crew back to the boat to get the emergency flotation ring.
All right, hold on. Yeah, okay.
It was very crucial. We already knew that Steven didn't have a life jacket. If he had the horseshoe ring, he'd have something to float with.
The guys have only moments to grab it before the boat sinks, but it's tangled in a web of matted ropes. Releasing the ring is an impossible task with their life jackets on.
Try it without your jackets! Try. No, don't take off your jackets. Do whatever you can, but keep your jackets on. Okay. Wait.
Skipper Steve and the young student are being dragged away in the current. He knows he must take immediate action.
At this point, there's a couple of major things you try to do. The first thing you try to do is stay with the boat. The second thing you try to do is stay together. So in this case, Steve and I couldn't swim back to the boat. So I decided that it would be better for us to stay together. Also, I wasn't sure that my flotation was enough for both Steve and I.
Guys, wait. Come here.
Skipper Steve orders the guys to abandon the flotation ring.
Need your help. Steve doesn't have a jacket. Let's stick together. Yeah, come here. Use your belts.
Steve decides their best option is to tie themselves together so that no one can drift off into the vast ocean alone.
Try onto this. Got it? I got you.
Anything we could to make sure that Steve Guy was not going to come loose. Or if he did, he would be just a tug away. And then we locked arms and legs to try and preserve heat. I mean, it's probably the most awkward position you can imagine as far as 5 guys together, but it's what we had to do.
As their boat sinks in front of them, all they can do is pray for rescue. But in the dead of night, and 60 miles out at sea, nobody knows they're missing.
chances of getting out of this mess are less than 10% easy.
Hey!
Finally, by mid-afternoon, the authorities have detected a signal from the sunken boat's transponder, and a full rescue attempt is underway.
The helicopter arrived late that afternoon, and we actually saw it hovering out off in the distance.
After withstanding 14 hours out in the ocean, it seems that their ordeal is about to end.
Go over here!
But the 5 men have been dragged by ocean currents, and they are now miles from the sunken boat. They can do nothing but watch helplessly as the search plays out in the distance.
We could see them the whole time. They just couldn't see us.
It builds you up and then it crushes you. Oh God, there it is. You know, this could be the one, and then it's not.
They're never gonna find us.
I just kind of snapped at that point.
Shut up, Travis. Just shut up, okay? They're gonna find us. We're gonna get out of here.
And it just sent me over the edge. It's like, how can you even think like that right now? You've got 4 other people here that all they need to hear are positive thoughts, not your negative thoughts, you know?
He's right. It's pointless.
The men now believe their hope of rescue is gone, and with the second night fast approaching, they fear death will take them one by one.
It was so late at that point that we all kind of were probably thinking the same thing. It's, you know, they haven't seen us yet. We're not doing well at all. Somebody's gonna be going pretty soon.
Come on. Come on, guys. Joe, come here. Come on. Travis, come here. Come on. Closer. Come on. In together. That's it. Good. Come on. We stay together, right?
A whole day, with no protection against the blazing sun, has pushed the crew to the edge.
The lower portion of my stomach was burned. My arms were burned, my legs were burned, and my face was burned. I wanted the burn to go away. Dear God, did I want the burn to go away?
As the sun drops, the temperature plummets, and the fight to stay cool turns into a battle to keep warm.
It was getting to the point where we were all very tired. I think I probably blacked out for a few seconds every now and then.
Come on. Sorry, closer. Sorry. Come on. Keep warm, guys. Keep. Okay. We'll be all right.
With light fading, the rescue helicopters begin to disappear over the horizon, and Skipper Steve drops a bombshell.
Guys, we may not see another helicopter until tomorrow morning.
Are you kidding? There's no way we can last another night.
I was deathly afraid of the impact of the young men I was with dying on their families. To be in any way responsible for somebody, a parent, losing a child, I couldn't imagine.
Let me tell you about a case study that I read. A fishing boat overturned, and a very fit 22-year-old football player died. But a 68-year-old grandmother survived. How come? Afterwards, they interviewed the grandmother, and they asked, how was it your grandson, who was so much fitter, died? And she goes, I wasn't gonna give up. I wasn't going to die.
You've got to have a fierce will to live. You've just got to never give up.
The will to survive is the most critical thing for us to make it through. We must never give up, okay?
Never giving up was the critical thing for our survival.
But the will to live isn't enough to protect the crew from the effects of severe hypothermia.
Your core temperature starts to fall. Once it gets below 95 degrees, down to around 90 degrees, you die. You just go to sleep. It's not especially traumatic. You just fall asleep and don't wake up.
Joe started going in and out of it because he kind of, I guess he fell asleep. And he started reaching over and started grabbing Ross's face.
Joe. Hey, Joe, what are you doing? Sorry.
Ross, the smallest of the group, is beginning to drift in and out of consciousness.
Ross was in the worst situation because the rest of us are fairly big guys. Ross had zero body fat, so he had no insulation like the rest of us, and it was noticeably affecting him more. He wasn't talking at this point.
Skipper Steve has done all he can to keep his crew alive. But after nearly 20 hours in the sea, he too is now fading fast.
We'd all been out in the water the same amount of time. The bigger guys would have probably lasted an hour, maybe two more. But if Steve was going, we didn't have much more time either.
The 5 sailors have now been in the ocean for over 24 hours. They've done everything they can to withstand their ordeal. But they're losing the battle to survive.
You know, in the dark, it's kind of depressing. Just this vast expanse of ocean. I felt really small, you know. Here you are, you feel like a grain of sand in the world.
They've suffered acute exposure to the sun, extreme dehydration and hypothermia, and are now just hours from death.
Nobody was saying, oh my God, they're not gonna find us, oh my God, you know, we're gonna die out here. Nobody had vocalized it. But we all kind of were probably thinking the same thing.
Steve Conway has done all he can to keep his young crew alive. But now he knows that with no sign of rescue, his quest to survive has failed.
I was scared of what the impact would be on my wife. We'd been married at that point 30 years, and we're best friends and still very, very close. We've seen other people lose spouses, and it's hard. In no heroic way at all, but just matter-of-factly, as I was floating in the water, I realized I wasn't afraid of dying.
drifting in and out of consciousness. The 5 men can now do nothing more but await death's final call. Then, out in the darkness, comes the sight they've been dreaming of.
Then all of a sudden, every light on that helicopter came on.
The rescue search hadn't been abandoned for the night. The Coast Guard had tracked the ocean currents, which eventually led them to the missing crew.
Everyone just screamed it. I'm happy, we're going home.
It all really set in that it's finally done, it's finally over. We're getting out of this and we're getting out of it alive.
The 5 men were airlifted to the hospital, and they all made a complete recovery. But when the Coast Guard finally salvaged the sunken Cynthia Woods, they found the body of missing crew member Roger Stone.
Nothing we say or nothing we can do can honor Roger more than his actions of the 6th of June 2008 when he stopped, got those 2 students oriented out through the flowing water, out of the boat, ultimately at the risk and sacrifice of his own life. And so it's never appropriate to talk about this without recognizing Roger's sacrifice and the sacrifice of his wife and 2 children.
I would not have made it without Roger's help.
I do think about Roger, and when I do, it makes me want to go live my life to the fullest possible way, because life's short, and I realize that floating out there.
The only thing I decided to do different when I got back was that I was going to savor things more. Not the big things, but the little things. Over Christmas, I was holding my grandson probably for the 14,000th time, and I stopped for a minute and I thought, this is just wonderful. And my takeaway message as I hold him and have my daughters and my wife around me is life is wonderful. You just have to savor it. And that's what I'm doing different.